Shane, do you do high reps or medium reps?
We'll see sets of 8.
Oh goodness.
It'll be aggressive for takeout. Push hips to right top. Yep, there you go. Well, you're not helping me. Come on. Good. Speed to those hips are good. Good. There you go. Harder. Come on, fast.
Okay. It died quick. Like the last two, I was like, okay.
Yeah, dude, it's no joke. It's hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's intense. It's intense movement. Nice thing is, you take something like this. If you had, say, 6 weeks of working on it and improve it, then watch it transfer into your deadlift or your squat for maintaining chest position. You know, things like that. It's pretty cool. You know.
It's something I've never done before. I mean, after 6 years of doing the same thing, adding something different and intense.
The only constant in life is change.
Yeah.
Right? And so, you know, no matter what, like whatever gets you to 900-pound squat won't keep you, won't take you farther. Then it'll get you to 1,000. You know, it's like whatever makes you number one won't keep you number one. You gotta do something else to be number one because you gotta constantly evolve. So that's why we're always looking for just different adaptations, different things. And then from that, I find an exercise that I call direct translators. Whoever directly translates, like, say if this went up 20 pounds and your deadlift goes up 10 in a minute. This goes up another 20, deadlift goes another 10. Then I know it's a direct translator. So I'll do this during competitive phases because I know it transfers to your list. There's other stuff we get stronger on, and others don't necessarily go up. I do this in the off season. You know, because whatever works it doesn't always work for you. You know, it won't work all the time to do it all the time. So might as well take the stuff that directly translates into your list, keep it on season, off season, the other one, you know. So, what's with that hip quick, man? Yep, right there, yep. And it's explosive, man. Good.
Woo! 19.
For the things, it's such a pain in the ass to set up on a bar and all that.
Oh yeah,
it's so uncomfortable.
It's nice just to be able to just go.
And again, it's just like that back attack. Just drop the hammer and put everything you got into it. And you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about keeping a bar on your lap. You don't have to, it's a lot more comfortable. So you just hammer down. It's not that we do things for comfort, but it does suck when you have a bar if you're trying to move.
Oh yeah.
Serious lot of, bruising your hips and everything all the time.
It's beneficial to do more stuff like this for me because my gas tank isn't very deep.
Yeah.
And it's just for doing these things, it's like, that's tiring already.
Yeah, I think so that's the biggest problem for like Olympic lifting in the United States is they don't build enough capacity. When you look at like the Europeans, they do a lot of conditioning for strength training because the higher level conditioning, the faster we recover, which means the more volume we can train. The more volume we can train, the faster we can make strength gains, And that's where I think that like our big guys in powerlifting in the United States, where we can make the biggest increase in progress is bringing a really good capacity of endurance. Within the confines, you're not training endurance to be a marathoner, but you train endurance to be a powerlifter, to raise your capacities, to be able to do a few more sets, to be able to do your respirators a little closer together, to, and handle higher volume in your workouts and recover from them.
Get to deadlifts on meet day and not be totally trapped.
Yeah. It's all about recovery, man. And some of it's not just nutrition and sleep and supplementation, it's also how do you train to get a higher capacity,
In there. I'll count.
Got that deadlift to the top, that's an isometric contraction,
That's where I missed. I have a problem with losing my balance at lockout.
You go forward,
Not like
come down?
forward or backwards.
Okay.
It's not a lockout like your knees. It's like as soon as my hips lock, I'll fall forward or I'll fall backwards. It's extremely frustrating.
I would be curious to see, like, if like if your glutes are a strength or a weakness of yours. I actually think for the amount of weight you move in a deadlift, it's probably a little bit of a weakness. And then your glutes are going to stabilize your hips out. So sometimes you see people, when people come up in a squats, like the glutes will flex real hard, it locks their hip position in. And you'll see people who push their hips forward, and they sometimes like lose the weight, bar off the back, or they have a little instability at the top. I think the same thing in a deadlift. You look at the biggest deadlifters out there, they have insanely strong hips, like a lot of strongman competitors, because the yoke walks also have real strong hips. The problem is high wear and tear from heavy yoke walks, and we really don't want that either. But look at stuff like this to build the same type of strength in our glutes and hips, but without having the wear and tear in our bodies, So that's why, like in a belt squat, we have that tire there, and we get on top of the tire and we do walks for time. It blows our hips and our glutes up. But it gives you the same exact feeling as a yoke walk without the feet and the knees hurting.
Yeah, we try to mimic some of this stuff at home, but it usually doesn't come out the same.
Yeah. You guys have a belt squat machine or no?
No.
We've tried you wear a belt and put the band.
I'll tell you what, if I end up, say, having to buy another piece of equipment, is a belt squat, and the Louis has a new one coming out with a power rack.
Oh, really?
So we deadlift in it now. And so you'll deadlift, and so it might be saying like, you take an 800-pound squatter, maybe do like 3 plates on the pole. But what we'll do is, it's like from here to here, and it'll load up enough band tension where you add another 1,000 pounds of band tension at the top, and you lock in and we hold for time, max time.
So you'll deadlift with the bar with the belt squat on?
Yeah, so think of what you were just doing in the power rack today.
Yeah.
Now put a belt squat on with, insane amount of band tension, 600, 700, 800 pounds of band tension. And we'll do like reps for time, see how long we can keep repping, or we'll do holds. And so we'll just pull and lock out as long as you can maintain that hold. It's brutal, man. Because you can get to where you're holding
Is the tension attached to the bar or across the belt?
So, we mix it. So, like, we might say, all right, I want you to do, 315 on the bar, and we're going to do 800 pounds of band tension. Okay? So, now you get that 315 up and 800 pounds of band tension. So, at the top, you're over 1,100 pounds at lockout, right? But now I want you to hold for a minute. So, now you're holding 1,100 for a minute, but 315 in your hands for a minute starts to add up. So you might want to do double over, or get to the point, like say you start over under, and if you get to where you can do double over. So you're working your grip at the same time, but you're overloading a couple hundred more pounds than you can deadlift, and you're maintaining that for a minute at the top. So when you get that stable position at the top, it locks it right in. And it's a lot of work. It's strong, but shit, man, something makes you strong. It just does.
Yeah.